I never knew what I really wanted. But looking back, I can see it's all clear. I'm still a kid trying to act like they all taught me.
Hey everybody, it's Mickey and welcome back to the second episode in our Fall Decorate With Me series. In today's video, I have a Hobby Lobby and Big Lots haul. I'll be sharing what's inside all of my fall decor boxes, and we are moving into the family room to decorate. So if you are new here, I hope you'll take a minute to subscribe. I put out new videos every week about all things home. So I've come down into the basement. You can hear my air conditioning cranking in the background. It is 92 degrees today, but I got out all of my fall and Halloween boxes. I have them all lined up here. I'm going to be going through each and every one of them eventually, and I'm going to try to edit things down so I only have 5 buckets for fall. To edit down my decor is really always so hard for me because it's like my husband laughs at me because he says when you open these boxes it's like friends that you have not seen for months, because that's kind of how I feel. I really love my fall and Halloween decor. Even above Christmas, Halloween and the fall is just my favorite holiday and my favorite season of the year. So I do have a bunch of stuff, but it's a bunch of good stuff. These are things that I mostly use every year. I think this year I'm just going to try to condense things down. There's a bunch of things that I could let go and donate, and there's also a bunch of things that I can filter out, like, you know, to my daughter and my kids, because they all have their own places now, and you know, even the guys kind of like to have a little something out for the season. So I will be editing out a little bit later, but I'm going to go through the boxes now and pull out some things to use to decorate today. I'm going to start in the den a little bit. I want to decorate my my china cabinet. I'll show you that in just a minute, but I want to take a couple minutes, pull some special things out of here that I want to use, and then we will get decorating. I went ahead and I pulled out some of the things that I want to use right now for my fall decorating. I have like 2 stages of fall decorating. The first is the early stage, which is like you concentrate, you know, like on the pumpkins and the color of the season, and that usually carries me through now until most of September. Of course, the best thing is that the majority of this fall stuff easily transitions into Halloween and then can be brought back out for Thanksgiving. So let me take a couple minutes and I'm going to show you what I pulled out. I have my own pumpkin patch here. I have just dozens of these little felt pumpkins. I have them in white, I have them in orange. I also have a little collection of pumpkins with little jack-o'-lantern faces. I just love them. I love that they're, you know, soft-sided, so if any little people come over, it doesn't bother me at all if they play with these. I also have this string of gray, orange, and ivory pumpkins. It's like a little garland. I usually hang this on my mantle, but we'll see where it ends up this year. I do like to have a collection of fall throws. Now, one thing I will tell you, if you use throws throughout your house for decor and just, you know, bringing the fall colors in, you should really look for, on Amazon, they're called blanket scarves. They're really a great size, and they're much less expensive than if you would buy, you know, the full throw blankets. They come in such great seasonal colors, you know, and all the plaids and everything, and you can just, you know, buy a bunch of them to match whatever rooms you want to put them in. Now, this is a blanket that I got a couple years ago. I use this in my hallway. Again, we're going to see where it ends up this year. But I also have, like over here, this little throw here is a blanket scarf that I use usually in my living room. They are a great option if you don't have a ton of money to spend, and you know, and it really does bring a lot of color and the season into your home. One of my favorite things are tiered trays, as you guys know, so I have a bunch of little signs and things that I like to add to my trays. A lot of these I have gotten over the years at like Hobby Lobby. The Target dollar spot is great for these kinds of things, and a lot of them I have made on my own over the years. Again, I always talk about these little wooden house cutouts that you can find at Michael's. It takes no time at all to turn these into whatever season or holiday you're in, and they're really cute for the trays or up on a shelf or just mixed in like on a side table or your coffee table. I have a bunch of them over here. I have this one for fall. I have this little pumpkin one here. I also like little pumpkin shapes as well, so I have a bunch of those that I think this one, you know, I don't know if that one is from Michael's or Hobby Lobby, but I know these are from Hobby Lobby. I love the little wooden pumpkins. They're great just to add anywhere. And here's more of those signs that I've picked up over the years. And this sign is one of my favorites. It's really just a little painting. I got this at Kirkland several years ago, and I usually add this into our powder room on a little tiered tray I have in there. This is also a great time of year to bring out all of your favorite, you know, like fall photos. I have this picture here of Rebecca in this little pumpkin frame. This is one of her senior portraits that I took, you know, now several years ago. But I like to bring out, you know, the Halloween pictures from like when the kids were really young and all their different costumes. And we used to have a Halloween party every year, so I love bringing those pictures out and just like hanging them on like this jute twine with little clothespins, just to bring in a little bit of the season. And they're all such great memories, and I really think that, you know, memories are such a big part of any holiday, of any season, so don't forget to bring those in while you're decorating. So this is what I do every year. I usually put out everything that I want to use to decorate with down here on my counter, and I make a pretty good mess of it, I have to say, but it's great because as I'm decorating upstairs, I can come down here and kind of, you know, shop my stash, so to speak, and pick and choose what I want to use and, you know, where I want to put it. It's a simple way, I think, to change things up every year. I mean, I do have certain things that I like to put in certain spots in the house, but, you know, I like also to change things up a little bit so no 2 years are exactly alike. It makes it fun for the family, and I really enjoy doing it as well. So I'm gonna head upstairs, start my decorating, and, you know, we'll see what we come up with. So this is the room that we are going to be concentrating on today. I have changed the colors a little bit in here. It still has a lot of green in it, but I have also introduced a little bit of that like rusty red color because I've moved these chairs in here, and the plaid is like a rusty red and cream with a little tiny bit of blue in it. So I want to kind of, you know, incorporate those colors into the room as much as I can. And usually in here I really have had like that traditional orange color, but I did head out to Hobby Lobby and I picked up some florals there, and then I went into Big Lots and I found a wreath here that I might be using in this room, but I'll show you all these pieces a little bit later. For right now, we are going to be working on this china cabinet. I always say this is one of my favorite things to decorate for any season. This was also one of my first chalk painting projects that I ever did. This is an old Laura Ashley china cabinet from like, oh my God, like 1,000 years ago maybe. It was a dark brown. You'll see a lot of it in my very earliest videos. I used to sit in front of this and do a lot of videos for you guys. But when I changed like the colors of the house, I decided to paint it. It's kind of like almost like an ivory creamy white color. It's called Old White, and it's by Annie Sloan chalk paint, and I just love this piece. It has just one of my favorite things to decorate all year long. So right now I have a lot of green. It's usually what I have throughout the summer, and I've even pulled some other early fall green pieces that I like to use. So what I'm going to do is probably like clean all of this off and decide what I want to do exactly. I really do like to keep a lot of green in this room because one, it's my favorite color, and there is a lot of green anyway in this room here. I've gotten a couple questions about this print that I have here above my sectional here in the family room, and I found this online at a company called art.com, and I have used them several times for different rooms in the house, and I love them because they have thousands of prints to choose from in any style you can possibly imagine. And not only can you pick the print, but you can pick the size, you can pick your color and size of your mat, and of course you can pick the frame that fits your room the best. They wrap it all up together and send it out to you. They're very reasonably priced, and I'll have to look up and see what the name is of this print, but it was one of my favorites. I love old barns. I have like an old barn print in my living room too, but this one was especially adorable because it has these 4 cows out front, and I couldn't help but think about my 4 kids, so I said, you know, this one is just perfect. It's not too fancy, and it just kind of goes with my style these days. So I will try to remember to leave a link down below for you, but I highly recommend them. They do such a great job. I gathered here some of the things I think I want to use in this room, one of which is this beautiful autumn sign that I got at Hobby Lobby. I had seen this weeks ago when it first was put out, and I really wanted it then, but I wanted to wait until it was, 50% off, which it was this past weekend. So I went ahead and I grabbed it. I think that it is so beautiful. It almost has like this coppery, metallic color to it, and I've actually seen it in a couple people's videos that I have been watching, of their fall decor, so it seems to be really popular. So I'm really excited to use it. So I also went ahead and got some different colors of florals. All of Hobby Lobby's florals were also 50% off, so I went ahead and I picked up some of these leaves in a little bit of like deeper tones of like the rust color and orange and red. I also picked up some of these neutral colored maple leaves that I can, kind of feed in and out of the arrangements, and I really loved these. I thought these berries were really unique, so I picked up a bunch or 2 of those. While I was out, I stopped over at Big Lots because I had seen that they were starting to get in their fall decor. There I found this beautiful wreath. It was only $28, which I thought was such a great price. I don't think I could even have made it for that price, so I grabbed that. I think this might be going into my front hall when we, move into there to decorate. So these are the things that I picked up this week to work into all of my decorating. So I'm gonna get started over here with my china cabinet, and let's see what we can come up with.
I'm still a kid trying to act like they all taught me, but nothing makes sense anymore. Oh, it hurts to grow up, 'cause nothing makes sense anymore.
I really love those candles that I showed you. They are new to me and I found them at Hobby Lobby. They're battery operated candles, but they have a very realistic waxy feel to them and have a cinnamony fall scent. The glass pumpkin that you see there I bought years and years ago at Big Lots for I think maybe $12, and I have seen them in stores recently and they are somewhere between like $30 and $35 now, so sometimes it's good to hold on to your decor for a little while. You will see that I used the wreath that I found at Big Lots on the china cabinet here in the family room. I thought the colors were just perfect to go along with the arrangement. I loved this wreath so much that I actually went back out to Big Lots and bought a second one for the hallway that I'll be sharing in another Decorate With Me episode. I do love all of the deep fall colors in this arrangement, and I think that autumn copper sign is just the most beautiful backdrop. Now, since the china cabinet came out so well, I'm going to be adding more of these colors throughout this room that you'll see in just a few weeks in my fall home tour. Episode 3 of our Fall Decorate With Me series is going to be concentrating in the kitchen. The kitchen is really the heart of my home and where I do a lot of seasonal decorating. We are going to be decorating tiered trays together, doing some countertop arrangements, and setting the most beautiful fall table. So if you're new here, I really do hope that you take a minute to subscribe. You don't want to miss any of the great videos I have coming up. I wanted to take a minute and show you guys the aftermath mess of a decorating project in my house. This is kind of why I like to pace myself a little bit. I like some time in between projects so that I can pick up after myself and get everything put away. So thank you all so much for watching today. I hope that you are enjoying this Fall Decorate With Me series. I'm having so much fun putting these videos together for you. Please join our communities over on Facebook and Instagram at My Bashful Life, and be sure to leave me a comment down below and let me know what your favorite part of fall decorating is. So until I see you in that next video, I hope that you love the life that you have, be kind to each other, stay safe, and I'll see you again soon. Bye!